Hey, it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio and RallyPoint.com. We're at West Point today. It's Sunday, but it's still football practice day. Not quite the end of the first full week of summer practice for the Army Black Knights. Saw the freshmen out working out before, and now the returning lettermen are out on the field doing drills and also doing 5-on-5 passing drills and defensive drills, all part of getting set, learning fundamentals to be ready for the season. And we'll have a chance to talk to a couple of players and Coach Monken. And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio and RallyPoint.com. I have a chance to talk with one of the Army linebackers that led the team in tackles last year, James Nachtigal. James, good to see you. How was practice? A little warm out there.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Practice a little heated today, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you guys been used to it. Now tell us a little bit about your summer. What was some of your summer activities?
So the summer started out, went to Fort Bragg with the seniors. We did a CTLT down there. We just shadowed an officer, shadowed an infantry platoon down there for 2 weeks. Just kind of, inspect things, check things out, got a feel for the branch and everything. And then checked out a couple other branches as well. So did that, right after that we got back, went to CLDT, which was the field training. So we did like a 10-day FTX in the woods and whatnot, and just did missions for 10 days basically. Did that, and then class the rest of the summer, workouts, and then hopped into camp here not too long ago.
Hey, it came up at actually the Board of Visitors meeting how players and soldiers are able to maintain conditioning when you're out in the field. You may be in the tent and busy with military activities. How do you keep your football shape when you're out in the field doing Army drills?
I think the biggest thing is maintaining weight, because we're running around out there for 10 days in the woods, climbing mountains, doing whatever. We're staying in pretty good cardiovascular shape. But the biggest thing is just, finding food to eat, eating the MREs, staying full, keeping on that weight while we can.
Hey, out there, how was practice?
It was a great day to compete. Everybody trying their best to keep going and just push through the heat. It's just one of those days you can find out who's the real man.
Absolutely. Now tell us a little bit about your summer. What were some of the activities you were involved with this summer?
We did a lot of strength and speed building and just basically a lot of things to push us to the edge. That was our motto for this whole summer. Get to the edge and just basically push that for far as you can and keep fighting until you have no more.
Absolutely. Now tell us a little bit now. You're from Texas. What part of Texas is that?
Humble. It's right like 10 minutes from Houston.
That's what I thought. That's great. Now, tell us a little bit about your position on the defensive line. You've been at nose guard much of the time. Tell us a little bit about your key role on the defensive line.
My key role in the defensive line is basically to clog up every hole I can.
A bit about some of the activities here at West Point you were on this summer, and any military training you went to.
I was a first sergeant for CLDT the first month of summer, so I was in charge of about 183 people. And I actually haven't done CLDT. They changed it this year, so my company was actually mostly seniors. But we were out at Buckner, taking them through their cadet field exercise, and that was a really good experience. It was my leadership detail. So I was out there for a month, learned a lot about leadership and motivating people. And then the past month and a half or so, we've been in STAT 2 and 3 taking summer classes.
Very good. Well, I happen to sit in on a talk by the Commandant. He talks about giving the cadets repetitions at leadership, so it looked like you had a chance there. How does that help you as a leader, as a captain of the football team?
It absolutely helps. It was my first time actually moving a large group of people and trying to figure out what motivates everyone versus just a few people maybe, because this past year I was a team leader, so I was only responsible for one person. So going from one person to 183 was a pretty big jump, but I learned how to effectively talk in front of people. I'm pretty comfortable speaking in front of people, but it was definitely the first time I've had to do it on a consistent basis over multiple weeks. So I think that's really helped carrying into camp so far and talking in front of the team and help motivating.
And talking with Army Coach Jeff Monken. Coach, warm day, but sunny and no rain, so I look like you're working on a lot of drills and fundamentals today.
That's a great day, and I frankly prefer it to be a little bit warm. It's going to be warm when we go to Durham. It'll be warm here at noon on September 8th and 15th. It'll likely be warm down in Oklahoma. So, we've got some early games that we need to be prepared for the heat, and it could get a little hotter for my taste. So I thought the guys are doing a good job fighting through it. We've obviously got the split practice, so the lines are a little shorter, and that forces those guys to take more reps. Be a little different tomorrow when we get everybody together. But it's really been heavy on fundamentals in both practices, and that's kind of the way we've operated since day one here, is really push the fundamentals, especially early, and we'll continue to do that through camp.
And from West Point, this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of American Legion Radio and RallyPoint.com.